Hello and welcome back to another Tweaker Man video. This video is about a cassette deck that I bought for £10 off of eBay. So basically, this was classed as not working. So there's a basic problem with this. So this is aiwa ADF 460. Now this is the last in the range of aiwa cassette decks towards the bottom line of them. So basically the cassette decks that came before this was the ADF 410 and the ADF 450. Now this is only a 2-head deck, and what I'm using this for is for the workshop out there, the studio. If you've been watching my videos, you see a little MIDI system that someone gave me out there. The cassette deck on that is pretty basic. It won't accept any chrome or metal cassettes. It just plays very odd as soon as one goes in there. So I purchased this to replace that. So I'm going to rig this up to the amplifier of the MIDI system, and we'll see how we get on. But basically this deck, this needs some belt changes. So this was advertised as not working. Plays fine, forwards fine, but doesn't rewind. So basically that indicates that the belts are worn out. So I'm basically going to whip the lid off the back of this, and I'll show you the inside. So I'll come back in a second once I've removed the lid. Right, so we've got the lid off. This is the inside of the deck, very sparse. This is a very basic model. As aiwa came towards the end of their business, well, they got bought out by Sony in the end. This was going to, this must be about 1998, this model. So started to make it pretty cheap. Obviously technology moved on, so there's a lot less wires in here than what some of the older decks. You've got your power supply there on the right, and basically this is the transport side of it. There's your motor there, and this is a single capstan deck. It only has one pinch roller. Now this is the that there is the belt for the counter. So this is pretty flimsy. So I'm gathering that's going to need changing definitely as well. And straight down, you can't really see it that well. It's a bit awkward, but there's a belt in there. I've just had the screwdriver in it. It's pretty loose. So that's that. Well, I'll go back round to the front again. So this is the inside of the door. So we've got our record and play head there, and on the left there we've got our erase head. This is only a one capstan deck, so we've only got one pinch roller in there as well. So this is pretty basic, but I'm only using this for playback anyway, so I won't be doing any recording on this deck. So that'll all need cleaning. All the inside of there is a bit of a build up of dust and fluff at the bottom there. I'll get all that out and do all that. So that's that. It's a Dolby B and C deck. That's all it is. There's no Dolby S. But really, if you're using Chrome cassettes, a lot of people don't even use Dolby, so you don't get a great deal of tape hiss really. The hiss doesn't really bother me that much. It's not that bad actually. You know, when you was younger and you used to remember tapes being full of hiss, and there is hiss there obviously. Dolby B I find is just perfect. It just takes the majority of it away, and that's that. Compared to my other deck that I'm using, I have two other decks. I've just had a few issues with one of them. I was doing some upgrades to the power supply, and I've frazzled the transformer, so I've got to get another transformer. So at the moment I've got this one back in my system, which is the ADF 810, and this is the one that I do all the recordings for to play out in the workshop. This was actually an underrated deck when it came out. Most people refer to the 910 as being very good, and it probably is slightly better than this one. It has amorphous heads, I think that's the right words for it. Well, this has Super DX heads. It still has the Ono continuous cast copper coils to the head. So, looking inside this is a bit more sophisticated inside there. Don't know whether you can see very well. the heads are even shielded by some metal casing. I'll just shine a light in there so we can get some light in there a bit better. There you go. It's a bit better. Dual capstan. I think this is still a single motor though, so that's that. I'm going to be doing a video soon on, can cassette tapes be audiophile quality? Now it's a bit of a debate. Basically, I'm on quite a few Facebook groups about cassette tapes. I still have a little passion for cassette tapes, although, you know, are they as good as a CD? Debatable, really. But I'm going to have a video on cassette tapes and how good they are. And I have shed loads of blanks that are not used. And at one time, I had 400 metal cassettes that I bought, brand new, different makes, and I gradually recorded on them all. And I had shed loads of albums on there. And I was moving house, and I wasn't using them. They were packed away. So my wife said to me, "Are you using these cassettes anymore?" I said, "Not at the moment." So she took that as gospel that I wasn't going to use them anymore, and she took them to the council tip. Now they were really expensive. I had some TDK MAX G cassettes there, quite a few different makes, high-end ones that had cost me quite a bit back in the day. And to put it this way, I was not best pleased. Shot back down the council tip, but too late. They were gone. So that's that. So anyway, so I'm going to be ordering some belts for this deck, and I'll be fitting them on at some stage when they come. I've got to order them from Germany. I think that's the only place I can seem to get them from now. So I'll be putting those on. I'll be taking out the motor bit and everything else there to put them on. So anyway, thanks for watching another Tweaker Man video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.